Hey guys, it's Ryan here with HobbiesofaMan once again, and today we're going to be doing our review for the Energon Universe special for 2024. This is the, basically the Transformer story for Free Comic Book Day that was done by Daniel Warren Johnson with artwork by Brian Otley. And I think that the artwork is actually the best part. The storytelling isn't bad, but it's not it's not a story that I'm particularly interested in. I don't really care why Megatron is not in the story. And this is basically what this tells you. It's like the backstory about why Megatron isn't in the main continuity of what Daniel Warren Johnson is doing, right? So if you care, pick this up. If you didn't get a chance to pick it up, at Free Comic Book Day, they're doing a reprint that should be available next week or so. It'll cost like $3 or $4, I think. Or you could wait until it comes out on Amazon, right? But I'm not sure it's going to be free on Amazon, because if they're reprinting it at a cost, they might not give it out for free on Amazon. So I don't know. But yeah, there's also some other stories involved here as well. But the main one is the Megatron story, right? So it opens with Megatron, on Cybertron massacring Autobots and just kind of making fun of them as he kills them. It's like, you guys are great warriors, but too bad you fight for the wrong side. You guys have a stupid ideology, blah, 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 blah. Decepticons are better, or whatever. Okay, and he's killing a bunch of guys. And then, Megatron calls attention to Prime, or Prime gets upset at seeing Megatron doing this, and so they clash. And so we get to see this really fun, Invincible-esque panel of Megatron and Optimus flying at each other. They clash. It gets pretty serious. Megatron manages to crush one of Optimus's eyes, which I don't think that's really that important. I understand the concept of these creatures are humanoid, and so gouging out one of their eyes should affect them. But I mean, they're also robots, right? So that's not the only way that they can input, data, right? Otherwise they wouldn't see when they're transformed, right? So I get it, and I think it's more of the visceral, he put his thumb in his eyeball, than it is is this actually effective, right? And while after this happens, Optimus changes his hand out for his axe and manages to cut through one of Megatron's arms. And I think that is actually quite valuable. Removing a function, a bodily function like that is probably more meaningful, because they don't have a way to replace that with other sensors, right? Optimus and Megatron can't just regrow another arm by transforming, right? So I think that's more valuable. And this is important because now that Megatron lost his arm kind of falls away like Darth Vader's or Luke Skywalker's in Cloud City. Starscream is like, oh shit, he doesn't have an arm. I can beat him. I'm about to shoot him off this plane. I don't really know how they got to the plane anyway, but he shoots him off of this arc or plane or whatever they're on. And Megatron plummets down to a planet. I thought it was Earth, but apparently it's not, because later, it could be days or years or months, I'm not really sure how long afterwards, but Megatron wakes up and he's in a lab, and he breaks free of his confinements, and he kills most people that are there. I think he managed to spare one guy, I think because he's magnanimous or something, and then he moves on outside of this lab. He finds his arm, he gets it, he puts it back on, and it kind of regrows really interestingly, so that's cool. Then a big monster shows up, and a dude that thinks that machine people are, not real, or only allowed as slaves or something, shows up, and he and Megatron fight, and it seems like Megatron wins, because at the end, he comes out of this cave, he stands in this snow-capped area, and he says, Starscream, I'm coming for you, right? And so we know that Megatron is going to re-enter the fight at some point. I'm just not sure when, right? It could be in the next couple issues. It could be, at the end of the year. I'm not really sure. I guess that would still be in a couple issues, right? So, yeah, but this story is good. It gives you the reason why Megatron is not present in the main continuity, but at the same time, I don't necessarily think that this is that important to the narrative, right? Megatron can say all of this in a speech bubble or two, right? And so I'm appreciative of the fact that it exists, because this way, when the story gets collected in a big omnibus format, it'll be really nice to have all of the information, coming at the right times. But at the same time, I don't think it's that valuable. But then at the same time, I got it for free. So that's why I don't feel that pressed about it, right? So I don't know. Overall, I liked it. But I think I was expecting something a little bit different, right? So I think that's kind of the issue here. We also get these two Void Rival characters. I don't know who they are. They look like Thundercats characters. Talking to Hot Rod and basically trying to lead him somewhere so that he'll stop bugging them, and so that he can go off and search for whoever it is that he's searching for, right? And I'm not really sure who it is, right? It's probably Optimus, right? But I don't know. But it's nice to see Hot Rod. I really like this character. I liked him a lot when I was a kid. So very nice. I liked him more than Bumblebee. So nice. And then the last portion of this book is actually a G.I. Joe story. It's a really short story. Basically, G.I. Joe, the main Joe character, has been tasked to create a team. And so he has decided to make a team with wild people in it. And so he told his boss, hey, I'm going to get the Baroness to be on my team. Is that cool? And the guy in charge is like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? There's no way that is allowed. That is crazy. And Joe's like, well, I think she's the right person for the job. And so he goes off to try to recruit her, ends up having to save her from a different group of people. And this actually helps him get her to agree with him. And so at the end of this really short story, we get to see the Baroness decked out in like a America positive outfit instead of her usual black with red accent outfit, right? And so I like the artwork here a lot. I'm not really invested in G.I. Joe. I thought the concept of the story was good though. So I overall liked this quite a bit. I think it was probably the Megatron story, then the G.I. Joe story, and then the Hot Rod story, because I don't care about the Void Rabble stuff. I really should, because a lot of it seems quite interesting, but I'm just going to wait until it becomes like well-liked enough that I'll do something with it, right? So yeah, but those are my thoughts on the Energon Universe Free Comic Book Day special. Let me know what you guys thought down below. What did you think about this series or this issue? Do you agree with me on the Megatron thing? Like, is it really important that we see this, or is it just because they needed to fill in an issue and this was a good story to tell, right? I don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys very much for watching, and see you guys later.